about some books that Booktok told me that I would love, and surprisingly enough, I actually did. As a person that is on Booktok very regularly, I get recommended a ton of books, and most of the time I don't end up liking them, but sometimes we find a gem. Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. This is a thriller kind of horror book. And I don't see a lot of people talking about this book a lot now, but a few years ago, this book was everywhere on Booktok, and I listened to the audiobook as well. This is one of the best thriller novels that I've ever read. I have trigger warnings because it's up, but it's phenomenal. I read this one in October and it was popping off at the end of last year. Fantasma by Kaylee Smith. This is the best book that I've ever read in my life? No, but I had a great time, and the MMC is a phantom, like a ghost, and he is giving sexy Danny Phantom. This also has like trials and games and like fight for your life kind of thing, which I always love in books. If you have been on my page at all in the past like year or so, you know how much I love The Nighting Gale. I read this book last year. It truly is my favorite book that I've ever read. Please read this book if you have not already. I know it's historical fiction, and I know historical fiction can be scary. Kristen Hanna just writes in a way that makes it so digestible, and it doesn't feel like you're reading a textbook, but this will make you feel every single emotion under the sun. It's just phenomenal. Next book I'm going to talk about is actually a bit shocking because I DNF'd the first book in the series. I hated the first book, but let me tell you, the second book was so good. I absolutely gave this one a 5 stars, and I cannot wait to read Twisted Hate. I feel like that one's going to be really good as well. But Reese and Bridget in this book is one of my favorite book couples. This is also like a bodyguard romance, so if you're into that, I think you'll definitely like this one. This next book, I physically could not get off my For You page. This is, of course, the Zodiac Academy. I've been hearing about this book for the past 2 years, and I finally started the series last year, and guys, I'm so glad I did. This series is going to end up being probably better than Throne of Glass for me. This next book was my second favorite book out of the entire year, and I'm so glad Booktok recommended this book to me. This is, of course, Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. I listened to this on audio, and I'm so glad that I did because the audiobook is so good. Kingfisher is like my favorite book boyfriend of all time now. He has topped Cassian, which is insane. The ending of this book was actually nuts, and I cannot wait for Brimstone, the second book, to come out in like October, November.